Ashfall on WASP-12b. They said the surface of WASP-12b was uninhabitable. They were wrong. Not about the heat. That was very real. 4,000 degrees Kelvin. A tidally locked hell world, with one side in eternal day, being slowly devoured by its star. A gas giant so close to its sun that its atmosphere is torn away molecule by molecule, stretched into space like a planetary scream. But they were wrong about the uninhabitable part, because something lives there. The Odyssey 12 was a long-range exohabitat explorer, one of the few capable of folded light travel. The trip took 18 Earth years in deep sleep, only 9 months subjectively for the crew. We woke up in orbit over WASP-12b, sensors already going wild. Gravity distortions, electromagnetic bursts, shadows in the atmosphere. Captain Resnick thought it was turbulence. I thought it was interference. It was neither. Our mission was simple. Deploy a descent probe into the upper atmosphere. Collect data, get out. Instead, we landed. Resnick overrode the AI nav system when we detected the signal, a repeating structure in the radio static. Not noise, not natural, a pattern. 3 tones, then a pause, then 3 more. Repeating, calling. We touched down on the twilight edge of the planet, the Terminator line. 1 foot in fire, 1 in frost. Wind screamed like it had lungs. Everything was ash. The ground, the air, the sky. Gray and flickering, like the planet was constantly burning and rebuilding itself. And then we saw the structures. Not cities, not ruins, altars. Huge rings of obsidian and bone-colored stone rising from the scorched ground. Perfectly circular, still warm, still humming. Resnick called it architecture. I called it warning signs. We should have left then. We didn't. Night came, not because the sun set, but because something passed between us and it. A shape, impossible to define, big enough to block a star. Slow, watching. When the light returned, we were missing 2 crew members. No trace, no alerts, just gone. In their places were marks burned into the ground, spirals of ash and melted alloy. That's when I started to dream. Of voices without mouths, of faces beneath the surface of the planet, pressed against the thin crust like skin stretched too tight, of the phrase, "We remember the first sun," over and over. I woke up with ash in my lungs. Real ash. We weren't in the lander anymore. Stone walls, smooth, carved with images I couldn't process all at once. Too many eyes, too many arms, too many things that looked like us but weren't. The ground pulsed, a heartbeat, and from below something was rising. Something old, something patient. It had waited for warmth. It had waited for witnesses. It had waited for us. I'm alone now. The others went willingly, one by one, drawn by the voice in the ash, the dreams beneath the skin of the planet. Their bodies didn't burn, they transformed. They're part of the altar now, living circuits in an ancient machine. Their eyes still move when I look too long. I sealed myself in the upper chamber of the lander, but it's only a matter of time. The heat outside is rising. Something is coming through the storm, something wearing Resnick's face. But his voice is wrong. Too deep, too old. He says I can go home. That they'll let me carry the message. That the first sun is waking. If this transmission reaches Earth, do not come for me. Do not respond. Do not look toward WASP-12b, because it is looking back, and now it remembers you.